What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today is a very, very fortuitous day. I'm pretty stoked about it, actually. I'm pretty excited. I've got those butterflies in my stomach that I only get when I finally get to play a game that I've been waiting on for a long time. It's been a little bit of a slow year as far as indie games goes. Feels like the only things coming out nowadays are just like card games and cozy games. And so we played around with a demo of Into the Dead about 6 months ago. I very much liked it back then, but today we've been given access to the full version of the early access, which will be coming out fairly shortly. In this game, it's very much sort of based on something like Gloria Victis Siege Survival or This War of Mine. This is a game that has a very strong visual character. It's a game that really stands out, and you are a pack of survivors in the early 1980s trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. Everyone else is dead, so as far as you can tell in this game, it's actually very, very late into an undead uprising. There's not really a lot of people or infrastructure or anything else left, and the game is all about scavenging locations inside of this 2D perspective that's very, very well rendered, and you're trying to find leads to figure out how you can get the hell out of Texas and save yourself from the never-ending undead hordes. So today we're going to play the game for about, 30 minutes, but I might cut it a little bit long because I've been waiting for this game for so long. We'll check it on out. We'll see if it's a good fit. I more or less already know. I played around with this for about an hour and a half before recording this video, so I'm pretty sure I like the game already, but the link will be down below in case you wanted to check out the early access. The developers have said that there's going to be like every month and a half or so, there's going to be content updates. They have a well-developed roadmap all ready to go before the game has even released in early access, which is always a good sign, and it feels like they've got a business plan for making this thing happen. That link is down there. You can also find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links just in case you wanted to hang out live, but let's get into it. We'll start off a new game. I'm just going to skip this. If you wanted to see that cutscene right there, you can watch it on my last coverage. It's basically the mayor announcing that, like, civilization is over. And then just like when you play This War of Mine, you're going to pick between various survivor teams, and they've all got different strengths, different weaknesses. So for example, you can go with Tracy and Wayne. Wayne is an adrenaline junkie, which means that if he doesn't go out on missions basically every single day, he like loses his mind, whereas Tracy's just a survivor. She's got a ton of different buffs that kick in when she's wounded. You've got Daryl and Leo over here. Leo is just going to be your basic just brawler. He's really good at fighting. Unfortunately, he loses a lot of hunger every single time that the day passes. And then you've got Daryl, who's really good at crafting and can eat anything. He doesn't really care if it's junk food or otherwise, but he's not very good at cooking, unfortunately, which is how that kind of evens out. And there's a bunch of different survivors that you can play as that all have kind of like their own thing going on, and you will find other survivors as you go throughout the world. All of my practice runs, I did Daryl and Leo, so I'm going to do Daryl and Leo again this time just because I'm familiar with them and how they play. It'll make for a better video. The barricades are in bad shape, and there's barely enough here to survive. We need to move to a new shelter as soon as possible and then find a way to escape this hellhole. So one of the things that I very much like about this game is straight off the bat, I restarted 3 or 4 times just to test this on out, and the game is fully randomized. You never know what base you're going to get at the beginning of the game, and you never know what's going to be surrounding your starting location, which makes the game very, very replayable straight off the jump. Even in terms of like This War of Mine had the same sequence of events a lot of the time with the buildings that you were going to be scavenging in order, and really it was the survivors that made every run different and uncovering their stories. In this game, the world is much more emergent. But inside the base here, let's take a look and see what facilities we've got inside of. It looks like it's just a normal residential house. I've gotten everything from motels to I've started out in a bar. I've started out in a bunch of different places. So we have a bed. We have a place to sleep. We will have to take care of these characters' various needs. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, if we swap between Leo and Daryl right now, you can see they've got a food meter, a sleep meter, a sanity meter, and they've also got a health meter down underneath that. It looks like we started out with a crafting bench. I can do the barricades right there. If you look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, every single day zombies are going to attack your base. They're going to knock down the barricade strength by a randomized amount depending on how events went throughout the day. Your real goal here is to keep the barricades erected and then go go out and scavenge stuff to make yourself more successful in the apocalypse. So it looks like we've got a planning table, we've got a crafting table, we've got the barricades, and we've got our sleep spot. So we unfortunately didn't get any of the super sweet bonus stuff you can get at some of the other locations. Like, for example, when I had the motel, there was a garden out on the balcony where you could grow food straight from the beginning of the game, which was pretty sick. And it doesn't look like there's any secret areas or anything. So let's just have a look here and figure out what we can do. So as far as supplies are concerned, what did we start out with? We've got meat, we've got vegetables, we've got some junk food, we've got some basic medical resources. Looks like we've got some wires, some wood, some components, and some cloth. We've got a little bit of bottled water right there, and then it looks like we started out with a hammer, an electric guitar, and a crowbar. Okay, so since Leo tends to be our primo fighter, he's like really, really good at busting a scalp open, just leaving that thing on hard flap. I'm going to use him to scavenge with, and we're just going to go out and get this thing moving. I think we could take Daryl over here, and with the little bit of wood that we have on board, I will queue up 1 round of barricade repair so that he gets that done while I'm out and away. And let's take a look and let's see what's around here. So we've got a laundromat over on this side, we've got a motel on this side, and it looks like we've got a bar on this side, the hitch post. The bar is very, very dark. I've gotten this map before, and I don't think it'll make... It's got really good resources inside of there, but it's a super dark map. So if we're going to do that, we'll do it a little bit later, once you've actually seen what some light gameplay looks like that you can see with your retinas. Let's go ahead, and there's no food here, but base components would be good. Let's try the motel. Let's give the motel a go. I'll take a crowbar with me. We didn't start out with a lockpick, which kind of sucks, because every single map will typically have, like, lockpickable stuff you can get after, or if you have bolt cutters, you can get into certain areas, too. But that'll do for now. We'll just take the crowby with us, and let's head on out into our first reach into the unknown. Okay, so Jay's Motel. Let's go ahead and cut on over. One thing that really strikes me about this game is just how stark the graphical style is. Like, it has a very, very sort of 1980s vibe going onto it, where you can tell that the developers went through and looked at old pictures of how the world looked back then. They really kind of captured that border from the late 70s on into the early 80s with it. Swack! Down he goes. Got him. You can sneak in this game. I highly recommend that you do so. If you end up fighting more than a couple zombies at a time, you're going to have a really bad time in this game, and you're probably going to die horrifically, and death is permanent. Let's creep up on this door, and we're just going to peek through the keyhole. I don't see anything in there, so let's open this on up. I don't see anything inside the larger plaza right there, so they must be upstairs, but you do want to be listening to audio cues and whatnot while playing through the game. All the gurgles and belches and whatnot from zombies are going to be important to help you figure out exactly where they're at. I hear something on my left. I see footsteps up top right there, so there's definitely one up top. Let's grab all the snackies out of here because we're going to need to eat at some point. I'm going to try to get the bottom floor cleared on out. Be forewarned, in this game, if there's a zombie in the foreground or the background, if you run around too much and you make too much noise, you can absolutely 100% wake up that zombie. You can wake up lots of zombies, and anytime I've tangled with more than 2 or 3 at a time, I end up dying horrifically. The combat system in this game, definitely meant for you. I knew there was one in there, dude. I knew it. She got her little shorty shorts on. She was doing her thing when the apocalypse kicked off. I like how characterized, like the zombies thus far, they've all been very random looking too, but all on theme of like the 1980s. I've liked it very, very much. Let's get her. Okay, she's down. Is there another one in here? I think they must be upstairs. There's one right there. Can I jump out the window? Okay, we'll want to remember that, because being able to jump out the window means I can escape right there. Is there an exit to the map on this side? There is. Okay, so if we get ourselves into trouble, I have a plan now to get the hell out of here, just in case it all starts falling apart. Let's loot this clothing pile real quick. Grab the cloth, grab the duct tape, get the components, and also get the meds. You can only really heal yourself in this game by using medical supplies. Oh, she had something? What did she have? Ooh, she had a bunch of little goodies on her. Okay, I'll take it all. We've got some pure alcohol right there. I'm glad we grabbed some of the Doritos and the snackies and whatnot, too. Like, where's the fun in weathering the apocalypse if I can't get my hands on some chili cheese Fritos? That's just basic survival right there. You get the chili cheese Fritos, you kill the zombie, and then you experience maximum strength excellence. That's just how it all functions. So it looks like there's like a janitorial zombie up here. Where's he gonna turn around at, though? Let's get him. Okay, he's down. Anything inside of here? Yes. And that zombie is super aware of me, right? Oh, Christ. Okay. Big swing right there. Give him the slip and weave. My weapon just broke, which is not ideal. There we go. Oh, my God, dude. I am just getting... oof. Taken out. Stomp him. There we go. Stomp him in the nuts. We may want to get out of here. We lost a lot of health on that scuffle. Combat in this game, pretty simple from what I've seen so far. You left click to attack, and then you press the Q button to do like a little slip weave move to give him the old float like a butterfly routine. Kind of like slip and weave him a little bit boxing style. But I haven't completely and totally timed the reads yet. We've got a necklace, actually. Wasn't expecting my crowbar to break so quickly. One of the problems I do have with this game is that weapons break, like, catastrophically quickly. Like, weapons break really, really, really rapidly in this title. There's another one in there, too. Oh, she's aware of us. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's dance, fancy man. Crowbar. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Another one bites the dust. You can also right-click to pull out a flashlight. Some of the maps are very, very dark. Downside to that is that zombies tend to see light sources. So, like, make sure you're only using the flashlight in areas that you've already cleared. It looks like we've got another way to evac over here. I can't jump up to the roof. The game does have a lot of environmental interaction in terms of just the parkour you can do, and so always test it, like with that roof overhang right there. Sometimes you can jump up Prince of Persia style and grab onto the ledge and climb your way on up, and typically on these maps you want to be looking for high points, because high points will have a telescope, or the best stuff tends to be at the high points on the map if you can get there. Is that zombie going to wake up? Please don't wake up. I can't take too much more conflict right now. I am kind of war-fightered out at the moment, but I'm doing my best to loot this place, dude. I remember there being the sound of people over here. I'm going to get out of here. This seems risky. I don't want to do this. This seems like the kind of spot that I die horribly in. And there's kind of like an invisible noise meter on your character. The longer you hang out around just environmental zombies that are in the background or in the foreground, they will come out and mess with you eventually. They'll like wake up. And so I'll probably leave that room alone. I'm guessing that door on the left probably has a lock-picking spot on it. And there's probably something good inside that room right there. But I think this is good for our first day of scavenging. We managed to isolate and collect a number of things that are going to be useful for getting our base back up and running and giving it some semblance of humanity inside of it. So let's creep on out of here and just kind of like see what we can do with the things that we have on hand. Now, the game is divided up into day and night phases. I don't know the exact difference between day and night, but nighttime seems a lot more dangerous to me. That's just the vibe that I've gotten in my cursory hour to an hour and a half of testing the game, is that going out at night seems to, like, you face a lot more resistance at night. So I think the zombies, they kind of, like, wind up in the evenings or something, and then during the day, they kind of just, like, slumber and sit around and get all lethargic. I can't judge. I'm one of the most lethargic people you'll ever meet. Given my choice, I would go to bed at like midnight every night and sleep till like noon every single day. I need a lot of sleep in order to feel good. I don't need a lot of sleep in order to function, but like, where's his bed at? I need to go to sleep. Let's go ahead and we'll put Leo in bed for the night. Oh, we started out with a double bed. Well, that's kind of nice. Okay. Daryl, let's go, man. Oh, my man got his Michael Jackson glove on right now. Oof. Daryl's ready to kill. All right, let's go ahead and grab what we can grab here. So with the stuff that we scavenged previously, we've got a couple of options. I can upgrade my bed. We can get a communal area, which might be nice. It'll allow you to restore morale a little bit just by chilling on that side. We could also get a cooking station. Leo's the one that's going to have to cook because I guess Daryl is completely and totally inept at cooking. We're not quite there on the components for that. A weapons bench would be super nice too. That way I could replenish my own weapons. I wouldn't be against it. So let me get a lockpick. A lockpick. And a cooking station, and I think that'll do it for right now. And then we're not going to go out and scavenge tonight. I'm going to let him do all his crafting activities, but we need to find a new location that we can reinforce. But now we have a kitchen available and 2 lockpicks, which means I can bring lockpicks with me on my missions. That way, if we find, like, dude, there's some good stuff inside some of the locked containers and whatnot, I'm trying to tell you right now, there's some really dank gear. At least there's no more car payments. Yeah, car payments can be a little bit of a headache. My phase of life right now, it's more that mortgage payment, bro. Especially with everything going on with the economy right now, dude. I'm like, oh no, dude, I moved into a new house like a year ago. My property value is about to tank. Chat, pray for me, all right? I might be living in a cardboard box real soon. Today, we should be about ready to go out and do something. How much do these snackies restore? A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. It looks like he healed a little tiny bit from sleeping, too. How hungry is Daryl right now? Daryl's got to be kind of hungry. Is it more efficient to make meals, even if it's slop? I mean, we can make some meat slop. Sure. Make some meat slop. There's a slight chance we'll get sick, but that frees up Leo to go back outside and maybe bring us back some more stuff so that we can have a little bit of an option. So I know the hitch post has a telescope at it. So I'm thinking we're going to go to the hitch post, but man, the hitch post is dangerous. Like, I'm just warning you now, this is a dangerous map. Like, if you get this on your starting triumvirate of maps, be careful, because this place will eat your lunch. This place has killed me once or twice. Like, I played through it a couple times, and this place is tricky. So we'll see how things go. Let's get frosty. We'll put on our best sneakers, our fluffiest socks, make sure we got good grip, a little bit of torque, and we'll see if we can pull ourselves out of here. Can I go up that ladder? I can. Okay, let's get low. Pop in through a window real quick. It looks like we've got a little storage room over here, but there is a zombie in the background, so we need to loot this quick if we come in here. Just grab everything. Yeah, just grab it all as fast as you possibly can, and then we're going to come back over here, or we're going to seal that Z inside of there. I didn't get to scout this front door, so I don't feel comfortable trying to go straight through it. Okay, so there's a pool hall downstairs. We do have our flashlight. That's barricaded, so somebody put a chair behind that door so that we can't get in there. We have to go through the basement level then. I hear something on my right, but, like, I can't see it. She's right there. Jump up here. There's another zombie right there. That's definitely going to wake that other zombie up. Oh, she's a screamer. Smack her head. Beat her till she dies. Okay, my Kroby's not looking great right now. We got pool cues. I think pool cues let you get like 1 kill on an enemy and then they break. But I'll keep them just in case I need to do any stealth assassinations. You know, in case I got to get my Ezio on. Pop out with my wrist blades, which in this case are not blades at all. They're pool cues. Pool cues, actually, strangely enough, are how I broke off my tailbone. For most of my life, there's been a floating piece of tailbone inside of my ass cheek because when I was like 11 years old, my cousin was chasing me with a pool cue, trying to hit me with it. Are there any more of them in here? My cousin was chasing me with a pool cue, and he was trying to hit me with it. We were on the 2nd floor. I jumped the entire staircase to get away from him, but I misjudged the distance, so I landed on the last step. I slipped and fell on my butt, basically from like a story up, and broke my tailbone and shoved it into my ass cheek. And it was there for probably about 10 years until my body dissolved it. And so now my ass has been reinforced with the strength and power of a tailbone. Like extra calcium in there right now, making me stronger day by day. We'll grab that right there. Beer is good, but it's only temporary morale that the beer gives me. We can clear this barricade. And that's going to be our way off the map. Okay, so if we need to run for it, we go left from here. I think I came up the stairs to get here. So let's just kind of keep plugging along. Dude, this is a big bar. Like, are you kidding me, dude? This is like a really large bar. I don't know if you guys ever seen a bar this big. This is a big bar where I come from. This is a chunky one. Most of the bars where I live are just like tiny little one-room hovels. There's some jars of alcohol in there. What do we got here? Components. Wood we definitely need. Duct tape would probably be good. A single unidentified bag of pills. Yup, nothing risky about that. Oh, I've got scissors? Never mind. Put the pool cues back then. Scissors are good for assassinations in this game. They're not that great for actual hard-charging fighting like shiv 'em up, you know, San Quentin prison yard shankings, but they're pretty good for taking somebody down once effectively. There's a zombie over there. I think this is the room where I died before, though, because I killed the zombie. Killing this zombie, the noise woke up like 5 zombies that are on the... So the floor down from that banister that you see over on the right, there's a dance floor. And you kill this zombie and it wakes up all the zombies on the dance floor. And then from there, it just degenerates and falls apart really, really poorly. So I'm going to hold off on going into that room. Is there anything in here? Something. We need to get up to the roof, too. I will take some more screws. I will take some more duct tape. It looks like I can break down the wooden box for wood, but I've got 8 wood stacks on me right now. So oh, there's a telescope up there. Okay, we got to get to the roof. Bare minimum before we leave, we got to get to the roof. Lockpick number 1. Zombie over here. Let's deck him. That zombie over there, I don't know if she's going to see me. Give me my skizzers, though, just in case. Okay, so we're down and in cover behind the back end of this table. I thought I saw another one wandering over on the right, but, like, I'm not too sure now. I'm not trusting my lying eyes anymore. I was correct. There is indeed a zombie here. So let's see if we can get the kill real fast. Okay. Got him scissored. Oh, I thought scissors lasted longer. I was wrong. We may have to go back and pick up a pool cue. Give me the components. Give me the wood. I'm trying to bring everything out of here that I possibly can that'll make our lives a little simpler. So this looks like an office managerial area. I thought I brought 2 lockpicks with me. Didn't I bring 2 lockpicks with me? Oh, I thought that I did. We have no weapon. So we may have a little bit of a problem on our hands. We are on the top floor now, though. Can I jump onto the roof from here? No, I can't jump onto the roof from there. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Vertical hop's not charged up right now. Oh, Christ. I have no weapon. We gotta go. Oh, shit. Okay, run for it. Close the door. Make him fight his way through it. And let's just get out of here. Yep, we want to go this way. Down the stairs, please. As rapidly as possible. I'm going to close this off. And unfortunately, I got to come back here. I got to figure out how I get on the roof. Until I get on the roof, there's a telescope up on that like third or fourth floor, and I gotta figure out how to get up there. I do have a pool cue on this side. Technically, I could stay in and keep fighting and like make the best of it, but I don't think a pool cue is gonna last very long. I guess I could take both with me. If I get lucky, I might get like one solid swack off. Okay, he's right there. He doesn't know that I'm here. Oh, there's two. Not ideal. I very much wish that there was not two. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I haven't made a plan yet. I'm formulating, but well, it's got a little bit of cleave to it, which is nice. Get him. Is the other one dead too? How many dens we got here? Listen, I want that telescope because it unlocks new locations that we're going to be able to scavenge inside of. Pool Q actually did better there than I expected. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it did kill two zombies pretty easily. There's another one in the back right there, so we want to avoid aggroing him. What do we have in here? We got some cloth scraps. We got some components, some fasteners, and another wood. We got a slow sneak zombie over here. Somebody in there, so we're going to need to get the assassination. But I don't like being in this room while that zombie's out on the couch right there. Okay. In we go. There we go. Stealth assassination. Oh no, that one saw me. Give my other pool cue. Ow. Okay. Alright, pool cue. I'm gonna need you to hang for like one more zombie. That's all I need out of you is like one more zombie. But we did find our way up to the telescope, which is now gonna give us more locations that we can mess around with. And it looks like we've actually got some pretty good stuff here. So we've got a Hoarder's house. We've got a Griffith & Sons hardware. Griffith & Sons hardware might be good. That might be something worth investigating. Let's go grab our duct tape out of that stack. Oh, there was loot right here. What's in here? Food! Okay, yeah, I like eating and being alive. That sounds really, really good. Let's get rid of the brewskis for now, I guess. And that food should keep us stacked up for a little bit. We don't have any water to cook it with, though, which is really the problem. We got to find more bottled water so that we can turn this stuff around. We've also got an actual thing of pills here that's labeled so that I'm not just shoving random yellow and blue bars in my mouth, hoping for a good reaction. The coffee beans would be nice, but we can't make coffee right now anyways because I don't have any water. So let's just get the hell out of here. I think we did a really good job. I think we got the lion's share of everything. The only room that we didn't really get into was the room where the dance floor is with all the barricades and everything else. But that room has never gone well for me, and so I'm not feeling particularly brave enough to go for it just yet. Let's get in here. Maybe I'll take this guy out while I'm in the neighborhood. I do want the water bottles, but it sounds like they're breaking through the door downstairs. So let's just hide a little bit. I think that definitely woke up the zombies that were inside the dance floor. And seeing as I don't really have a weapon right now, the good news is we got 2 bottles of water, though, so I can cook off some of this food for later. What was inside of here? This was duct tape, right? Put the pool cue back, grab the 2 duct tapes. Let's go over the side. We're going to drop, and we're going to be on our way. Phew! Intense one. Leaving at half health does not make me happy. I'm not a huge fan of leaving at half health. So we produce some meat slop that's barely edible technical food. I suppose technically food is better than going hungry. What do we have going on here, though? He doesn't need to sleep for right now. I don't think I'm going to medkit up just yet. It looks like, well, maybe I will. I don't know. It looks like Daryl needs to sleep and Daryl needs to eat. So we'll have him mash out 2 of those, and hopefully he doesn't get sick. And then, oh, bed's downstairs. Damn it. Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's pretty swift for like a big chunky guy. It says he was a baseball coach though. I shit you not, when I was in junior college, when I was like 19 years old, I took a general ed PE class, like a weightlifting course and like a running course from just the college. My running coach looked just like this guy. I kid you not, dude. This guy could burn out 5 miles faster than you've ever seen in your life with this exact same, just like beer body right here, dude. Shocked me. When you first get there, you're like, this is a running class, but why is the coach such a big guy? And then I think about a week later, after the syllabus and all that kind of stuff we're in, he was like, all right, we're going for our first run. And like you go on out and you're like, all right, it's not going to be that hard to keep up with him. Look at the size of him, you know what I mean? Nope. That dude could haul. You have never seen a big dude move that fast in your life. He would knock out 5-mile runs without breaking a sweat, and he'd be like, all right, you guys ready for another one? I'm like, okay, I respect it, dude. I respect it, all right. Fortunately, we're in a bit of a tough situation right now where I need more components before I can make a weapon bench and start replacing some of the weapons that I have. We can't really make weapons that have good durability yet. That's our main problem for right now, is just that we need to find some weapons that'll actually let us craft some stuff up. I don't know if I should medkit this guy or not, or if we should go out and scavenge again. I'll medkit, I guess. It says he's healing, so like he's unassigned. Maybe I should assign him to something before we do that. Could make a level 2 workbench. That's an option. I could also make the communal area right now, and it doesn't really dig into the supplies that I need for the weapon bench. Yeah, let's have him add that to queue. Go ahead and work on it, man. We've still got 1 lockpick left, so I'm not too worried about making another one just yet. Okay. Oh, wow, that actually topped up his health. Very nice. Okay, I wasn't expecting the medkit to be that effective at healing. Good stuff. Looks like he can make some vegetable soup. He can also, it looks like, make a meat stew. Let's make 2 rounds of vegetable stew. That way we've at least got that rocking, and we should be good to go. I don't know if we're gonna take Daryl out this time. Daryl's got to put some work in for the, he's got to put some work in for the club, dude. That's the way that it works. It's prison rules out here. You arrive, and then you're gonna have to put in work if you want the protection of the group. That's just how it functions. You got to get some dirt under those nails. And so Daryl, let's do this thing, bro. It's your turn. Let's go check out one of these new locations. We've got food covered for a little bit, but I'd like to, ooh, they've got a water collector here. We might move our base. Let's go check this place out and see if we can get control of it. Bring the lockpicks just in case for whatever reason the Hoarder has security issues. I haven't found any pieces of the plan to escape yet either. On one of my runs, I went to a shipping container yard, and I found a shipping container that was full of jet fuel, and apparently when I looted it, it was like, you found one of the pieces of escaping, but I hadn't found the plan yet to tell me what to do with the jet fuel in order to get out of here. I'm assuming we're like refueling a helicopter or something. Zombie right there. She is going to turn around. I think they can see you peeking through the door sometimes, which is why I'm sort of like gingerly fanning the hammer right now. Yeah, she saw me. Okay, we're off to a glorious start here. Would you like to feel the taste of my hammer? There you go. I'll give you the old Mjolnir routine right there. Only he who is worthy can split the wig of the zombie. What you got here? You got anything good? Components. Definitely need those. Meat stew. Could take that too. Duct tape we're kind of loaded up on, but like, you could always use more duct tape. This room looks safe. That's a hell of a wallpaper decision right there. Was there 2 in there? Couldn't tell if there was 2 in there, but I'm scared to peek. Yes, there's definitely 2 inside of there. So I think what we're going to have to do... Oh, there's 2 in there too. Okay, this place is decidedly more dangerous than I expected. That's barricaded? Oh, you bastards. So, like, listen, our choices right now are bad and worse. I don't know which choice to take, but either way, it feels like we're going to do some fighting. All right? Like, if we want to get further into this place, we're going to have to scuffle. Like, we're going to have to throw down. The downside is, my weapon is probably going to break during this fight, and my concern is that it's going to wake up the zombies in that room right there, and then they're going to come down and try to get me, which means we're going to have to pull an early evac, and we've basically looted nothing right now except for food. So, yeah, I don't really know my game plan right now. I don't see this working out well for me, but hey, we'll give it a go. Nope, no screaming. No screaming allowed. Oh, that one's back up. There's another one coming. Oh, that was cornbally. Oof. Okay, Daryl's having a tough time. I'm just going to feed him up one cold piece right there. There we go. Okay, so Daryl had a rough time investigating out here. Stamina bar, very, very depleted right now. But maybe we'll find something good that we can take home with us. Components, that's exactly what I need. If we can clear all the zombies out of this place, we can actually claim it as a base and move everything over here. Oh, he can climb the... No way, dude. He can climb the downspout? Sick, dude. Okay, okay. So we've got some new locations. We've got a police station, an elementary school, and Pogo's Burgers. So we've got food options now, things we can play with. There's a zombie in there, but I don't think I'm in any kind of shape to be fighting right now. I think we, like, come back and finish this off later with healthier survivors. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This also gave us enough components to where we can make the weapon bench. That way I can make 2 or 3 hammers and I can come in loaded for bear, ready for a fight, and make this thing happen. The barricades are holding for now. Daryl's a little bit beat up. Let's have him reinforce the barricade while we wait. And then Leo, he's hungry again, but Leo's always hungry, dude. Leo is just perpetually hungry. There we go. We'll have him eat 2 of the soups. We've only got a guitar left. Okay, so we need to craft more things. Unfortunately, we got to take a day or so and actually, like, accomplish something here. So let's get our weapon bench done, because weapon bench is going to be a nice come up. And then from there, we don't have enough cloth to do anything else. Give me another lockpick, too, for that time period. And then we'll hold it right here. All right, did he heal it all naturally? He did not, so he's still kind of beat up. So it looks like you get like maybe 15-20% health back from sleeping, but other than that, you got to med kit it up with a weapon bench. Where's my weapon bench at? It's right here. What can I do with the weapon bench? Weapon bench, I can get a hammer. That's about all I can do for now, though. I can also get broken bottles, but broken bottles are more good for assassinations than anything else, and since this house has so many enemies stacked up on top of each other, it's going to be a bit of a problem. In the meantime, maybe you crash out for the night. Or I guess he can go to the communal area and he can hang out and play chess by himself for a little bit. Barricade's getting hit pretty good, and it looks like he healed a little tiny sliver. Okay, we need to get out of here. The zombies are, like, aware of us, so I need to clear out that other base, like, tonight, because I'm going through, like, an apocalyptic amount of wood right now, just fixing everything up. He needs sleep, but we can hit that tomorrow. Let's go back to the Hoarder's house. The threat is low. We'll bring 2 weapons with us. Bring a lockpick with me just in case. And let's send it. Okay, Ashby Hoarder's house at night. Hopefully, no more zombies filtered in. That's what I'm hoping, is that it's the same day. We kind of came back at a similar time period to when we cleared it out last time. So my largest hope here is that I'm not going to spend a bunch of time clearing out stuff that we've already been in conflict with. Oh no, dude, you take damage during the fatality. Okay. That's another batch of zombies done. Let's loot over here. We got some scissors. That's good. Scissors are nice. Is there any reason to come out here? Or is this just like a quick escape vector over the front porch? Okay. So we can kind of like jump down from the stoop right there if we need to. This room we can't get into, so I got to figure out. I think what I need to do is I need to get on top of the garage where the telescope was, and then I need to climb through that window that's up above us right now, and then we'll be good to go. Little bit of almost like a puzzly vibe to the game, too, when you're trying to figure out how to work your way through these compounds and get to where you want to go. Let's climb up the drain pipe. I'm really glad that I pressed the W key on that to see if I could actually climb up it. Hey, buddy. Oh, he flicked that one out quick, dude. I thought I could juke it, but I just don't have the reflexes anymore. You are now cleared to move in. That's good, because I would like to move in. That door opens. Get rid of the barricade, so now we can go through that door in perpetuity. And honestly, with the water catcher, I think it's time for us to move in. The water catcher alone is going to give us a supply of bottled water, which is a main component for us cooking up all the meals and things that we're eating. And so I think that'll actually be really, really good for future-proofing our safety. What was right here? We've got a casserole, actually. A slab of pasta, meat, vegetables, and other ingredients. I'm on board with it. I could take it. I wish I could carry more stuff. I do want that so that I can dismantle it on the bench. Get rid of the bottles. Although we probably need the bottles for bottling water, though, too. I don't know. All right, we'll figure it out. We've cleared out this location. Now we've got room for a new base. So let's go get that tackled. Okay, so the barricades are fixed up, but also taking damage a little bit. But what I can do is, I think I can spend the day to move our shelter over to here. Leo is drained, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, he's looking kind of sleepy right now. That's fine. Let's take him upstairs. Where's the bedroom at in this new house? Over here. But we only have the one bed this time around, so Leo's going to be crashed out for the day. He needs to eat some food. We'll give him a couple veggie soups. We still got the casserole and some junk food and some other stuff going on. Hammer's broken, but I think you can fix that at the repair station, I think. Or at the weapons station. I think you can fix it. We do keep all the stuff that we built so far, so that's nice. We've got no wasted effort playing around with the... How do I create a filter over here? Creates a filter that will collect water over the next 3 phases. Yeah, that's exactly what we need right there. That would be just fantastic, just perfect. While everybody's resting and R&Ring right now. I don't know what the barricade is looking like on this house, but hopefully it's filled up okay. Leo has gnawing hunger. We're only taking 1 damage to the barricade for right now, so that's good. That'll be ready in 3 more phases. We'll have a bunch more water to cook with. So now, I think the goal would be, let's get him into bed and sleeping. We'll go over to Leo. Leo's hungry right now. We'll have him eat the casserole and maybe top off with a little bit of junk food, too. And then I think we need to hit that hamburger spot is where I think we need to hit. Like, going to the hamburger spot seems like it'll probably... I mean, lots of stuff at the elementary school. Threat's a little bit lower at the elementary school, too. Let's check it out. Let's go to the elementary school. I'm going to bring 2 weapons with me. I'm going to bring a couple of lockpicks with me. Because I'm guessing there's going to be, like, off-limits areas of this place that I can't get into. But we definitely need to find another survivor, too. Although I'm worried we're not going to be able to keep up with the food restraints either. Like, we got some hungry bastards up inside this camp. And so, like, everybody's going out and earning their keep. Everybody's putting points on the scoreboard, taking down zombies and whatnot. But keeping everybody fed has been a little bit of a challenge so far. But this is Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. A continuation. I think Into the Dead was like a mobile zombie game series, wasn't it? I think it was. And so anyways, this is the, I guess, one of their inaugural PC releases. Oh, we got bolt cutters? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, don't want to deal with you. I could hide behind that right there and do a stealth assassination, but let's see how far down the... Oh, he stops right there for the easy assassination, okay. Okay, he's moving his way back. Let's take him down, clown. Ooh. Okay, down he goes. That's why I brought plenty of weapon. That's why I brought... Well, the scissors are only going to last for like one more hit, but... It's a school. There's got to be... It's a school in Texas, all right? If there's not a gun in this place, I will lose my mind. There better be a gun inside this piece because this is Texas. Texas would have me believe that they got fridge guns, that they got all kinds of guns laying around all over the place. So, like, where the guns at? There's got to be a gun around here somewhere. Security officers, like, office? Like, what? There's a lot of zombies in there. Let's go upstairs and try that on out. But this is Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the controls are actually reasonably precise for what they're trying to do. The combat is kind of simple, and the only thing I've struggled with is that going up and down stairs in the heat of the moment when things are falling apart can be a little bit finicky. But... You go to sleep, please. Everything from the animations to the zombies to everything else in this game are actually pretty badass and cool. And I like the core gameplay loop. It's basically this war of mine, just, you know, from a different jump. I don't see a zombie inside of here, but I suppose it's time for me to go. The video is getting kind of long. I think that would be my one thing, is that, like, in general, everything in this game feels pretty good to play around with. Going up and down stairs, though, when you're trying to do it under duress can be a little bit challenging. I don't have a weapon, so I can't take out that zombie in there. I don't know if you can do an assassination with just bare hands. It'd be nice if I could. I'd appreciate it. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that front. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were messing around with a game called Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. I've been very excited, waiting for this game to come out for a long time, ever since I played the demo a little bit ago. And so, uh-oh, get up against there. Don't let her see you. Nobody here. Loot that quick. See, we've got, like, loose pills laying around. There's got to be a gun around here somewhere, all right? If there's loose pills laying around the kids' school, there's also got to be, like, a gun. I don't know, makeshift shiv that little Timmy made out of, like, a protractor and some duct tape. Maybe, like, an X-Acto knife. Something. But I'll see you all later. Thanks for hanging out with me, folks, and I think that's all I got for you for right now.